Hello, in this lecture I'm going to talk about how to return the strings from the execution, the result of the execution, back to the server so that the user, the attacker, can see the result. So this is the introduction to how we are going to implement it. This is the design. So let's take a look at the design. In the previous practical walkthrough, we have already managed to implement a system whereby the attacker control server can send commands to be executed remotely by the client red. However, the results is only displayed inside the command prompt on the client side and also saved in a string in the client red itself. The result of the execution string is not sent back to the web server. So now we have to design a system whereby the client string result can be sent back to the web server. So this is the design of the updated system where we'll be returning the result strings to the server. So the first step is, after the client red has already executed the command, it will now call return string PHP using the Visual Studio C# code. It will then call the return string PHP using the Visual Studio C# code. That is step 1. And this PHP script will receive the string from the client red. That string is the result of the execution. And it will then open a file called redstring.txt and save that string inside it. And then step 3 is when the attacker user clicks on a button which we will implement. That button is to fetch the result of the execution. So that is step 3. And when the button to fetch the result of the execution is clicked, the browser will call this script called control server PHP, and this is the same script which shows the user interface. This script will now accept the new command button which we will be implementing called get command result, and this script will check if the file return string.txt exists. If it exists, it will then open the file, read the contents. That content is the result of the execution of the client, and the string that is being read will then be echoed back to the browser and displayed inside the browser. So this is a 5-step process. So this involves 2 modifications to our code. The first modification is we have to modify the client red code, which is the C# code, that will enable it to call the red string PHP remotely and also send the string to the server using this PHP script. The second modification is the modification to the control server PHP script. So this script will now be able to accept another button command, which is to fetch the command result execution, and then it should be able to read the text file redstring.txt to retrieve the string and echo it back to the browser. So in the next practical walkthrough, we are going to implement this new design. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.